Well, I don't know if it is actually showcasing anything. Let's see, no video. So you guys can hear me, but you can't see me. Fantastic. All right, let's see if I do this little thing here and do this here. Quite interesting. Excellent. All right, let me try one thing. Hang on. I like it. Hang on. Figured it out. There we go. All right. I apologize about that. All right. Let's see. Let's run back. Man, if it's not one thing, it's another, right? All right. So what we got? We got STP first, JS Genesis is second, and then Texas is third. Look at you guys, all rallying, ready to go for everything. Let's see how everybody is. Yes, please smash that thumbs up. Dana, let's prep. Welcome. Glad to see that you are here. And I also see that you had some ham and cheese, so I may stop over later. I see that Susan shared here, so the hubby did come through surgery okay. That is very, very good. So, oh, he's been grounded for 5 days. Can't talk much. Well, prayers. I hope that everything goes good. You guys are making me hungry. You got coconut chicken curry going on. Man, man. All right, let's see. Who else do we got? We got Heaven's Fire here. Great to see you. Glad you could stop in. Let's see. Just trying to run down through, get everybody. DJ's Adventures and Beyond. Hello and welcome. There's my long distance sister, Miss Marissa, plus one little William. Glad to see you can do it. Look at there. There's Nana from 9 Acres. Great to see you. Linda Farrow, welcome. Great to see you here. And there's Johnny Preps. I know I don't know what happened. I even came in early to do the test thing. And yeah, yeah. And look at there. There is the living legend himself, the Orlando Prepper. Glad to see that you are here, my friend. Divinely Blessed Designs. Hello and welcome. What else? And then we got our OG of the Off Grid Master, Flamethrower by Flamethrower. Thank you for stopping out. And of course, it is never a show until we get a 308 by 308 from Texas. I see the 5x5s are coming in. So that means you guys can see everything. Excellent, excellent. Let's see. Did anybody else pop in? I'm still trying to get you guys make me feel warm and squishy inside as I try and catch up with everything. Excellent, excellent. We made a little bracelet for William, even though it is kind of adult sized. I had the idea that maybe you can throw it on like the diaper bag or something along those lines. But there you go. I'm so glad that he did it. Let's see. Oh, just so you know that videos will be slow this week, doing some personal stuff. Hope all is well. You always got to take time for yourself. I don't know how many times that we've gone through and made videos on prepper fatigue and things like that. You always got to take care of yourself. Let's see. And I thought I saw another one. David's here. Welcome, welcome. Good evening, my friend. Glad to see that you're here. All right, let's see. And no, your grapevine is wrong. There is no free silver. We already did that episode. So, all right. And we got KP Heathen. Welcome. All the way from Louisiana. And there he is, Mr. Scorpion Metals himself. Hello and welcome. I thought I had one. Oh, I had your card somewhere. I was going to show it off. But glad to see that you are here. Great to see you. All right. So to jump into this, because we are a few minutes into this. So welcome to another Workshop Wednesday. This is a 1 hour live stream Q&A where pretty much anything goes as long as you're an adult about it. Healthy disagreement's great. Difference of opinion is exactly what is needed and called for. This is all about you. I bring very little to this. You guys run the show. So whatever questions, comments, concerns, topics, anything you want to discuss or anything along that lines, throw it in the chat. I'll do my best to get to absolutely everybody. You guys are more than welcome to talk amongst yourselves as well. Just know that I will probably read your stuff on here. So if you are new here, welcome. Thank you for stopping in. I do see my bearded brother, Mr. Leonard Mountain Homestead. Glad to see that you made it. So yeah, I turn it all over completely to you guys. And to answer your question on that, no, it has been a very, very busy week. And hold on, I got to do this. Sup, Chris. All right, there we go. All right, let me go on back. So, how about I check my PO box? No, let me give you a small update. I told you guys that I was gearing up for a promotion at work. If I'm not going to go into details, but that promotion has led to me actually leaving and taking a whole nother job. I actually started my new job yesterday. And I'm doing a lot of training, a lot of traveling, taking a whole different route on a bunch of different things. It is better for me, but because of that, there's been some changes and some other things and whatnot. It's going to be for the better in the long term. A couple of hurdles to jump. Thank goodness I'm a prepper, because you know how one check ends and another check period begins and things like that. So I've had to push a few things around, kind of shuffle some things and whatnot. But I'm trying to make sure that everything stays good. That's why I kind of foresaw this coming. I made a bunch of videos, tried to pre-post them so that way I can take care of you guys. And everything will get back on track as things go. So let's see. And my email, I did have a bunch of troubles with my email. I was actually getting ready to just make a whole new email. But with talking to some other people that have Proton Mail, they told me tip and trick to do. I did it this morning. They said it takes a little bit to take effect. And lo and behold, all my emails are starting to trickle in. So if you have tried to send me an email in the past 4 or 5 days, resend it to me just to make sure I get it. But it looks like I'm starting to get everything again. So yeah, if you need to get in contact with me, absolutely send me another one. Yes, it is awesome to be here. It's always awesome to be here. Let's see. I believe that was Heaven's Fire that did that last live stream. And actually, I'm going to look and see. I think that I can do it. I was looking at it, but I will run and see. So, oh, yep. Congratulations all around. Let's see. I think that I can do it. If I can remember how to do it, I think I am going to do my best to try and give some of these away. Of course, my link doesn't work. Well, maybe it is fate. Wow. All right, let's see. Okay. And there we go. Bear with me just another second. Just another second. And maybe longer than 1 second. Should pop up. Should. There we go. Look at that. There we go. How's that? Boom. Now there's supposedly some new members. Oh, I see Scorpion had to pop out. Good night, Scorpion. Thank you for stopping by. All right, let's see. See right there. Gifted some ones. So if you are a new person there that got it, then there you go. Let's see. All right. Okay, as we went through, so this is all about you guys, whatever you guys want to talk about. I am going to try and get the ball rolling here. Let's take a look at this right here. Have you guys taken a look at the U.S. debt clock and seen right here this number of the U.S., and this is national debt, almost to $35 trillion. But they're a little kind of nefarious in a bit. So they want your attention here. And I hate this right here. This is debt per citizen and debt per taxpayer. I mean, you're talking per citizen. My 5-year-old little rural owes $103,000. But if you go straight down where my mouse is, all the way down here to total debt, yeah, that's $100 trillion right there. Absolutely insane. I cannot believe that. Yeah. Oh, look at that. We have Mr. Silver Oceans. And actually, since we are going to have Mr. Silver Oceans here, let's see if I can switch over, because I want to pop over to this now. Did that pop over? No, it did not. All right. So that means I gotta redo the whole daggone thing. All right. So let's go here and let's go here and let's just take a peek. If you guys will notice, gold took a tiny dip. Silver is way up. Look at that. Over $32 an ounce. Man, look at that. That's kind of one of the things why I brought Silver Oceans on board, so that way we can talk precious metals and things like that. You're going to start seeing these leaps and bounds. He actually just put out a really good video on silver, copper, a bunch of different of the precious metals. Did a really, really excellent video talking all about it and things like that. I'd highly encourage you guys to go check that one out. But yeah. And right here, hang on. Watch the price of precious metals and see what's happening to the dollar. That is a really good one. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to pop that down. And let's just go ahead and take a look at the dollar. So it is up 52 cents for the day. And let's take a peek. Let's just go to 5 days here. Look at that right there. You see that down, and then you have that dead count bounce back up. I mean, that's just pure manipulation. Let's just go to 1 month. Look at that. Down, little up, down. That's just, yeah. The markets do not do that. So, all right. Let's jump back. Go back into the chat. Cool video over the holiday weekend. I believe that you're a channel member, so you got to see one of my Pew Pew videos, I believe is what you're talking about. And there's a very good one out of that one. So we'll see. Hopefully they'll probably demonetize it, but it was too much fun. I had to go through and post those things. So, yep, right there. The Orlando Prepper does a very good job. He watches all that, and when he talks a lot about his channel, anybody who has a channel, as always, every single live stream, if you have a channel, drop the link right down into the chat. This is all about networking and getting together and all that. So if you have a channel, please go ahead and drop your link in there. Let's see. You see what the stock market did? Yep. And there's a few. It's all manipulated, at least in my opinion. There's a lot of upsides if you kind of know what you were doing, looking at in different things. Oceans did a really good one on looking at a copper stock, and really explained well and all that behind it. There's a few other ones that you can really start looking into, but there's a bubble definitely going, and it wasn't that long ago, a couple of days, maybe a week, GameStop did it again. So yeah, it's going to be interesting. Here we go. Metals are moving in tandem with equities and cryptos right now. So it's a weekend you can look at what crypto is doing. Expect silver and gold to do that on Monday. Yeah, crypto, and the mascot for, was it Dogecoin? The actual mascot that's based off of died, and I thought, oh man, here it goes. Dogecoin's supposed to be that joke of a crypto. I thought that would just take off. It really didn't do that much. So I don't know if everybody just missed that or if nobody cared, but yeah. Yep. Yeah, good stuff if you're thinking about buying over the weekend. Yep. I did a little tiny buying myself. There's Janet. You're never late. Never late. And all the way from Iowa. Great to see you here. You've already seen the video there. I'm glad that you enjoyed it. It's going to be a good one there. Thank you, STP. There we go. There's another channel. Let me see. I don't know how to share my channel. If you have a blue wrench, can somebody share Nana at 9 Acres channel, pretty please? There we go. Just found you and subscribe. Thank you. You will not be disappointed. The Orlando Prepper has an amazing live stream and puts out really, really great videos. One of my absolute go-tos. So you will not be disappointed. Yep. And I agree. The stock market is not a good economic indicator. You have to watch precious metals. You have to watch a bunch of different things in order to get your best economic indicator is what's going on around you. Look at your prices, look at how many homes are up for sale, look at the condition of your city or wherever you're at, look up and down the highway. That's going to be your indicator. Just because, California and Washington or whatever are maybe, looking really good doesn't mean that you live over in Maine and things aren't bad where you are. Look at your own bubble of economic indicators. Let's see. Thank you. STP definitely needs some love there. She puts out really, really good stuff. Let's see. Genesis made it back. Great to have you back. Shalom, my brother. Just saw a report that the Biden EPA raised the price of a new house by $30K with new HVAC rules. I didn't see that one, but yeah, I believe it. Absolutely. Yeah, there's a question we all know. How was the curry? Thank you, STP. There's Nana from 9 Acres. Thank you for sharing that. There we go. So happens when metals are high, and in contrast to PMs being contrarian investments. Keep checking stocks through. Metals have the potential to grow. Yeah, some serious legs. And really with silver right now, this really could be, and keep in mind, I'm not selling you silver. I get nothing whether you buy silver, sell silver, hate silver, whatever. I believe that the new bottom for silver, if it can get to it, is about $35. If it can get to 35 and stay there for a couple days, not just hit 35.01 and drop or whatever, but hit 35 and stay there and grow for a couple of days. 40 by the end of the year is not out of the question. And you're talking now, if you can go with everything being at $32, if you buy silver right now at $32 an ounce, you have the potential of gaining $8-ish by the end of the year for every ounce that you purchase. So talk about investment right there. Let's see. Thank you. And Nana just got a sub. Thank you very much. I love networking. It's absolutely great. I must be getting stronger. I can carry $100 worth of groceries with one hand. Yes. Yeah. No joke. Absolutely. Oh, I can't click on. There we go. Phenomenal. There we go. Just sub to everybody in the chat. Nana, you are beautiful. Thank you, ma'am. Silver rules. I absolutely agree. Right on the silver. Yep. And another one that you can invest in, and hopefully, because I changed my lighting, I don't know if you guys see this, but maybe I'm a little bit more clear. I had somebody that was kind of yelling at me. You can invest in OP Nation coins. Stay strong, keep prepping, and pray for the United States. That's a collectible. That goes right to my heart. So let's see, who else do we got? Yep, there's what Nana's channel is all about: cooking critters and adventures. Yep. Let's see. Remember what I was saying is preppers, silver dimes are the best silver to stack. Yes. I got a bunch of dimes. Actually, I ended up finding a tube of nickels that I just kind of stumbled upon, and that's now in my collection. So Metals are good, but not in the water. Yep, I'll definitely agree. And for those that was over there, Dane, I believe you were over there, Hudson Valley. We did what was that? A whole conversation about water. Yes. Thank you for all the tool videos. You are most welcome, and they are not over. There's actually another 2 or 3 tool videos, I believe, that are getting ready to come out. Um, and a lot of, I think the last 2 or 3 are actually subscriber suggested. People liked them so much they sent me emails and said, "Hey, I love your tool videos. Did you happen to make one on subject?" And I was like, "No, I didn't, but that's a great idea." And that's what I feed off of. If you guys watch one of my videos and you want me to expand, you want me to dive deeper into it, let me know. If you want, something where I do a tool video and you're like, "Hey, can you talk about this?" You may not be the only one that has that question. And so I love when you guys give me the suggestion of, "Hey, try this out." There we go. We got more channels. Thank you, thank you, thank you. There's a good one from Linda. What's y'all's opinion on all these tornadoes? Um, I've been watching a lot of different content, and for all the people that want to go off into a direction and different things, and maybe can say conspiracy theory and things like that, there is actual companies that you can go look up that cloud seed and do weather manipulation and modification. One of the companies is I think it's called Weather Modification LLC, based out of Texas. You literally can type weather modification LLC.com or whatever I think it is, or just Google search it. It'll pop right up and it'll tell you right on the front page of their website, we do aerial cloud seeding for weather modification. So it's not a conspiracy theory. It's an actual company that tells you that they're actually doing it. So uh, if you don't watch Monkey Works, he's been talking about this, showing these weather modification planes up right there, kind of like the ones that hit, I believe it was Iowa, and the ones over there. There's a lot of opinions. I'd like to see what your guys' thoughts is on that. And you are most welcome. Most welcome. I'm sorry, I can't even speak English. Economic Ninja went crazy about silver prices. Yeah, I saw a little clip of that one. Can you tell me, purely for safety reasons, where you bury your silver? In my let's go in my safe. How about that? I'll be glad to put up with the mosquitoes and tornadoes, earthquakes, or hurricanes. We have had 0 tornadoes. Prayers for those infected. Okay, that last part, absolutely. We always pray for those that are affected by any sort of weather and different things like that. But yeah, Mother Nature, she doesn't care who you are, how prepared you are, how old, young, skin color, whether you pray or not. Mother Nature wants to come in, she's coming in. So, but you got to do the best you can when it comes to any of that. And honestly, it's just an opinion thing. That's one of the first things anybody should start prepping for. If you're a new prepper, prep for weather related Mother Nature stuff. You guys are the fuel for the videos. Yep, absolutely. And I'll tell you, probably a couple of you guys that have channels can attest. You will go through and you will put a couple of hours, if not days, into a video doing research and editing and all this other stuff. And you are so happy and proud and everything. And you put that video out and it gets like 100 views. And then the next, couple of videos you'll do, and then you'll do a video and you just kind of turn on the camera and you just lay it out there and you're like, whatever, I'm shoving this video out. It's okay. And it gets like 500 views and you're like, okay. So yeah. If you guys want to see something, all you gotta do is ask. Let's see. I'll also be working on road trip videos in the future. Excellent. I look forward to watching those. I think the powers to be wants to buy the farm, or wants to buy the farmland. Yeah. There's a lot of farmland that seems to be getting bought up. And I know right around me that it's getting bought up. I think the weather is biblical and government combined. Yeah. I'll agree with you on that too. Absolutely. I wish I learned about tools, electronics, etc. from my blessed father, folks. I'm sure you are teaching your daughters, wives, and sisters. My library has been a bookstore section for DIY. Yes. And it's one of those things, too. And I will say this and I will preach it until I'm blue in the face. There is absolutely no dumb question. Uh, Nobody knows it. You were never born with all the knowledge. If you are sincere in your question, ask by all means. And I don't care. And I've made people mad and I've lost subscribers. I will repeat the same thing over and over and over as long as the question's sincere. People will get on there and they'll become a new prepper and they join a Facebook group or whatever and they will ask a question that is basic and routine and people will just go through and crush them, telling them how stupid they are, and that's elementary knowledge and all this. I'll answer it. I'll answer it 50 times a day. So yeah, anytime. It doesn't matter if you have a tool question, an electronic question, whatever. If you have a question and you want somebody to sincerely give you an honest answer, ask me, ask Orlando, ask anybody. It's what this chat is all about. After living through Katrina tornadoes, don't scare me. Fear can be a healthy thing. Cloud seeding, HARP, solar activity. Yep. Completely agree. Had too many tornadoes, all called out help, search for adults and children for several hours. Ouch. Man, prayers for that. Yeah, I think it was Saturday night they hit around you down there in Texas. Glad that everybody's okay. At least with hurricanes, we know they're coming and leave the ultimate bug out practice. Yeah. And be thankful. If you go back and watch the cult classic of Twister, you know that movie was predicated on trying to make a better early warning system. Think about what it was, 100 years ago. Was this just a bad storm, or is this a tornado on the way? So be thankful that we have a good warning. So we haven't seen Little Rural in a long time. I will have to bring him on. Hudson Valley, we were talking the other day, and he was telling me, just do surprise pop-up lives and watch your numbers go through the roof. He did one and screenshotted it and texted it to me. And so I decided to try one, and it absolutely works. My numbers for my surprise, no notification, no nothing, late on I forget what night. I think it was a Saturday night. Late on the Saturday night, my numbers were a lot higher than what I normally do on Wednesdays. So I will have to do a surprise live and bring Little Rural on so he can say hi. Been stocking up on all the old Depression era cookbooks as well. That's a great idea. Absolutely phenomenal idea. And I would say, opinion, your favorite recipes out of those, either photocopy them or pull them out and laminate them or do something to make them waterproof, just as a safety precaution. If you can photocopy it, laminate that, do some sort of protectant or something like that. Yep, only dumb answers. Yeah, and that's the thing. If you are sincere, if you don't know, I don't care if you don't know what the difference between a Phillips and a flathead screwdriver is. If it's sincere, ask me. I will tell you the answer all day long, or I'll tell you I don't know. But I'll sure dig and try and find it for you, or I'll hook you up with somebody that does know. The dumb answers is when somebody says, well, you're stupid for not knowing that. No. If you're sincere, you will get the help. Let's see. New video idea. Practice prepping. We have to test what we prep. Small things. No water practice. What you've set up for no power practice. Yeah. And I've got a bunch of videos planned. It's all time constraint and things like that. I've got videos I got to do out in the woods and different things. I've got backyard videos. I've got fire videos. I'm actually, and this, I don't know if I'm going to get this done this year. I had huge desire to get this done, but I was actually going to try and do kind of like a short-ish 10-15 minute little survival movie. We'll see how that goes. So I'll let you know. I'm kind of in the writing phase and saying things like that. It's going to be scripted and whatnot, but if I can get the vision out of my head, it's actually going to be kind of fun. So yeah, and hang on to that bell strap. Yep, yep. Let's see. Dun, 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 dun. That's a good idea to test your stuff. I have propane grill and I've never used it. You, sir, need to get out there and do some grilling, brother. Get outside and grill. Yeah. And it goes with a bunch of things. Don't let a lot of your stuff, when you have things like this right here, okay, that's just rubbing alcohol. But if you will notice, it actually has a quote unquote expiration date. Okay. Uh, these are things, whether you want to agree or disagree that this will expire on that date, rotate it, use this, make sure that you've got a good supply and all that. Rotate your stuff. Make sure you are using your preps. Most of your stuff you don't buy and put up and just go, well, in 20 years it should be fine. Whatever you got, rotate it, use it, make sure that it's good. You never know when you're going to take and opened up one of them alcohol swabs or whatever, and it's going to be dry as a bone. You went to open it up because it's an SHTF situation. Somebody's injured. You need to clean the infected area. You pop that bad boy open to realize it went bad a long time ago. You bought a bad stock or a bad box or whatever. You need to know that now. So make sure that you test your preps. Make sure you know how things work, and don't be afraid. If you buy something like a knife or a hatchet or a flashlight, use that thing. Don't be afraid to break it. Break it now. If it's going to break, you want to know now, not when your life depends on it, not when bad things are really happen. Use it. Figure out what it is. Drop the thing. Do different things to it. You want to know that you can depend on that thing. My local library bookstore did not have the Boy Scout book. Really? One of his other libraries. Yeah. Yeah. There is there's an online store, online bookstore that you can get involved in. Um, if I remember right, don't quote me on this, and I will try and look it back up. It's something like the preppinglibrary.com or something close to that. If I remember right, there was a shipping fee, which is kind of like a monthly fee or something like that of I think it's like $5 a month or whatever, and you were allowed 2 books a month or something for free. Literally, you're just whatever your monthly dues are is basically paying the shipping of your books. But they have an updated list every day that you can go in and click and get books, and they send them to you for free, and you just build your collection out of that. And maybe that's something that we can do. I'll have to look into that. Yep, it's a smaller grill for camping, but uses less propane. I thought it was a good prep. It is a good prep. Absolutely a good prep. Well, it's way too far out of reach. I got one of the really small ones that takes the small kind of like shaving cream cans style, uh, basically a little Coleman. And really, we use that way more than we use our actual big stove. If you're just cooking something real fast, that thing heats up way better, easier to clean. Break it out, pop, done, wipe it down, off it goes. So much better. And the thing is we've been using it for 2-3 years. I know it works. I know it works. We use it all the time. Let's see. Marcia, I don't think I've seen you today. So welcome, welcome. 28 tons of sand being donated if anyone lives near. Cattle building an earth home. 42 insulation. Wow. Wow. Man. All the way out in Oklahoma. Well, that's an interesting one. So you're building an earth home. Interesting. I'd like to see a video on the bare minimum to get back home, usually not more than an hour, hour and a half. Yeah. Um, and really, that's going to be your GHB or your get home bag. Uh, that's a minimum, and you're going to have to update your bags, whether it's an EDC, an everyday carry, a GHB, a get home. whether it's a car bag or whatever. You need to have a bag, and it's going to be based on you specifically. You can get ideas from other people, but you've got to gear it around you. Everybody's needs is going to be different. Look, the way that I am, I've got a long trek and I've got to go through rural areas and different things to get home. Uh, but I work in jeans and work boots. So, if you're a middle-aged woman that has to wear a skirt and high heels, your bag's probably going to be different than mine. So you can get ideas off of me and others, but you've got to make sure that bag is geared towards you personally, the weather, the climate, what season you're in, your terrain that you've got to go through, how long it's going to take you to get home. There's a lot that goes into it. I have videos that do get home bags and EDC bags and things like that. That would give you some really, really great ideas. If we need to, we'll revisit it. I will make a whole nother bag if you guys want that. I have a camp stove and a Coleman oven, so yeah. And the Orlando Prepper just made a video on his little rocket stove, and that was incredible. I love that one. Yeah. Let's see. Yep, hydrogen goes bad. Yeah, absolutely does. Where'd you get your oven? Ooh, yeah, that would be a good one. And Amazon, there you go. Boy Scouts taught me how to stock up on popcorn. That's okay. I have the fire, so I'll be able to. There you go. Hey, popcorn's a good prep. I mean, that's one of them ones. It doesn't take much to pop, and really, it's a pick me up. Uh, I stress that. There's so many people that they're like, oh, you've got to have this rock hard 30,000 calorie, Nutri-Grain bar and, Life Straw. Look, if you can make it to where you are a little bit more comfortable, I've got a video out, or it's either out or getting ready to come out, entitled Prep for Boredom. There's a lot to this. Packing things like fruit snacks and candy and popcorn and things like that, something that's a quick pick me up, that little bit of something to where, yeah, the world can be on fire, but if you can get to that spot to where you've got 10 minutes to where you can just sit down, pop that piece of whatever candy, or pop a popcorn, and just take 5 minutes to take a deep breath, it just, it really helps. Your psyche during an SHTF is monumental. Monumental. Yeah. Home collapse of building one at same. Oh, and the storm shelter. Interesting. Well, I'm sorry to hear that your home collapsed. But it's going to be an interesting build. You have to keep us updated on that one. Just downloaded the PDF. The American Homestead I'm having a printer print them off and put in binders. Ooh, about $45 a book if anyone's interested. Excellent. Herbal extracts 1 and 2. Popcorn and salt, fun food for sure. Yeah. And I said this, I believe in Hudson Valleys. Salt, sugar, things like that. That's going to be gold. You get the people all the time that go, well, I'm never going to trade ammunition to anybody. Once SHTF happens, you never trade a bullet. Listen, you don't trade salt and you don't trade sugar at all, period. 99.9% of all of us, you're not growing or getting any more salt or sugar, and you have to have salt and sugar. If you're not prepping for it and buying a ton of it now, and putting it in Mylar bags and getting it all, set up, with your sugar, buy it in bulk, get smaller bags, stick it in the freezer, let the freezer take care of anything that might be in there, sift it, put it in like 1 pound bags, put an oxygen absorber or anything, whatever you feel comfortable, seal that thing up. You're golden. You're golden. Let's see. I don't know if that's out yet. I will take a peek real quick while I am looking. Content. No, Prep for Boredom comes out tomorrow at noon Eastern Standard Time. So adjust for your time zone accordingly. But tomorrow, noon ish my time, Prep for Boredom. That'll be tomorrow's video. Mac and cheese powder on popcorn's a game changer. Yeah. And that's the thing with popcorn, it doesn't take much. The mac and cheese powder, yes, I've heard people doing that. Uh, that's why I stress, even if you go, I can't grow anything, grow herbs. That thing that you can take, and you can take plain popcorn and eat it. Then you put mac and cheese powder and eat it. Then you can take garlic powder. You can take all sorts of anything and spice up the same meal. It's going to make a world of difference. It's going to make that thing that maybe you're tired of eating. You know, if you really think about your diet, how much chicken and beef and things like that do you eat constantly, but you eat it in a different sauce, or it's baked, or it's deep fried, or it's chunked or sliced or whatever. Changing that up, you're eating the same thing, but you're doing something different to it. Let's see. Thinking I need to learn how to make a certain knot. Yeah, knots are huge, huge. I think that's one of the big things that Boy Scouts to be able to do. I think Girl Scouts started doing knots too, if I'm not mistaken. Don't hold me to that. But yeah, and I've actually had a few people tell me that I need to make some shorts on how to do some knots. Um, I'm not the best at it. There's only a handful that I know without thinking. I'd probably have to watch some other videos to brush up and go, oh, that's right. That's how you make that. But yeah, maybe we might doing some knot videos. Deck of cards would be a great idea. Yeah, yeah. And they sell, and I talk about this. So here's a little sneak peek for tomorrow's video. Um, I saw that what they did is on the front of the card, not the back, because the back you can cheat if you do this, but on the front of the card, where you would see, you know, your king or queen or whatever right there in the middle, they'll actually take recipes or prepper tips, like how many drops of bleach per gallon of water, and they'll laminate it to the front of the card. So that way your cards double up. So that way you can play, but when you're not playing, if you go, you know, I've got a gallon and a half of water. How many drops of bleach do I need? You can pull out your playing cards and shuffle through it and go, oh, here it is. Just a quick tip on that one. So great job for bringing that up. And there's a sneak peek for tomorrow. Near the Gulf of Mexico, when I ran out of salt in 5 years, we can collect more from salt water. Yeah, yeah. Hide and go seek for the folks. Yep, yep. Let them hide and keep walking away. And I cover that too, and the ones I think I end the video in that. There's a bunch of things. I know that prepping, yeah, we'll even just take prepping out. Life is expensive as it is with inflation and everything else that's going on. You know, we're all in different financial situations. One of my pet peeves is the people that harp and say you have to buy this really expensive this and the top of the line that, and it's not true. It's just, it's not. Does it give you an advantage? Yeah, I mean there's a good number of things that you get what you pay for, but you know, again, something's better than nothing when it comes to it. Yeah, if you buy some $500 knife, is it going to be better than a $20 knife? Yeah, it probably is. Is it going to be really good? That's up for debate. But I would rather have a $5 cheap throwaway, cheap Chinese steel knife than no knife at all. You know, so but again, let's go back. Let me digress from that. There's games and things that you can do for free. You know, just right there, hide and seek. You don't need anything. Most people know how to play it. People can play it of all ages and everything. Uh, Everybody pretty much knows the rules. It's one of those ones that, you know, it's going to be your imagination. Popcorn can be used as breakfast cereal, a little milk, and add some sugar, honey, maple syrup, and molasses. Ooh, ooh. See, you're making me hungry. Let's see. Can you seal Mylar bags? Yes, and just leave them like that without putting in a plastic bucket. I have more Mylar bags than buckets. Yes, depending on what's in there, I do the same. Um, as long as, and I don't think I have any of the bags in here because I was just using them. If you have the black ones, I've seen Mylar that are clear or white or different things. You don't want to make, or you want to make sure that sunlight doesn't get through it, but it's going to depend on what you have in there. I wouldn't put anything in there that has a scent to where something wants to get into it. So I wouldn't do sugars or anything along those lines outside of a bucket. As long as it is out of the sunlight um, and up away from rodents and things like that. Yeah, I actually, I'm looking around my pantry. I know I've got, I don't know, 2 dozen ish bags outside of a 5 gallon bucket. And you can even do it too. If you're bagging things, so you go and you buy, a 20-pound bag of rice, fill what you can in your buckets first, and then what's left over, those are the ones you're going to use first. Leave the ones in your buckets, and then as you get hungry in a week, pull one of the ones outside of the bucket, open that up, use that one. Let's see. Show us how to tie a monkey knot. I don't even have anything here to tie. I'm going to have to come prepared next time. I'm going to have to get me some, normally I have paracord just sitting right here, but I went through and I had to actually clean up my area before I came live tonight. Yeah, buckets are more for the varmints and different things. Also for carrying, you can carry a lot more. I'm not a huge fan of the real big 5 gallon bucket bags. I like these smaller bags because one, as soon as you unseal that bag, the time starts ticking. You've just exposed it to oxygen. It's going to start going bad. So whatever you open, you've got to use within a certain period of time. And if you have it in a 5 gallon bucket bag, one of the big bags, depending on what it is, you don't have a whole lot of time to use it. I like the smaller bags because one, it's kind of like a serving size, and two, you're able to trade. So if somebody has a pound of rice, you have a pound of flour, that bag sort of thing, I'm trading bag for bag. But that's just opinion. You're not wrong either way. So yeah, not rodent proof. Yep. I've seen people put Mylar food in the tub containers. Got a ton of the plastic food grade buckets with lids from Walmart. $1 a bucket. Man, that's super cheap. I've been thinking about getting a Berkey bag for a while. That's like a quarter ounce of gold. Yeah. And it is on stuff like that. When you're getting into anything that's like Berkey or anything like that, a lot of those, when you get into it, there's some things that I will backtrack a little bit on and say, don't buy the cheap ones. When you're talking water filters, that's something not to mess around with. Buy something, save up the few extra dollars and buy a legitimate name brand. Tourniquets, don't buy the cheap $2 ones off wish.com. Buy an actual name brand one, because those are life or death things, and you're not going to want to risk your life over saving $3 or whatever. Let's see. How about a video on finding and preparing wild game or backyard poultry? I planned on that. You've ran out of short-term preps and now you need to find other food. I've got a lady that is really, really good about foraging and finding things in nature, the things that just grow around you. I'm trying to work with her schedule. She's busy, really, really busy. She's actually just put out her first book. But as soon as I can get her on, that'd be a good one. Yes, I'm planning on doing a chicken butchering video, but YouTube and things like that. We'll see. But those are coming. Those are coming. Has anyone used the bay leaves to keep bugs away from food? I have not. That's a good one. I will wait and see what somebody says in the comments to that one. Get food safe bucket liners on Amazon, and you can use regular buckets to store food. Saves a lot of money. Yep. Yep. And there's different places too. The thing that I like when it comes to prepping is you have two choices. You can either A, spend a heck of a lot of money and just do the easy thing, or two, you can use your noggin and be creative. You can go to things like Walmart, Sam's Club, things like that. Go to their bakery section, and they get a lot of their things like icing and cake mix and things like that in food grade buckets that normally they just chuck and throw away. So if you go in there and say, hey, I'm looking for food grade buckets, can you just save them and I'll pick them up once a week? A lot of times, especially like mom and pop shops, they would love you because you're getting rid of something for them. For them, that's just trash. It's just an inconvenience. So make friends, get creative on what you can do locally, and just go, hey, can I have this? Same thing with skids and milk crates and different other things. Just walk up and ask, hey, do you have this? Do you mind if I, put a few back and I can have them? I like the creativity when it comes to prepping. You can solve a lot of problems if you just sit down and give it a minute. Over the years, we have bought board games and tins hold up a lot longer than boxes. Yeah, that's a really good one. Really good one. If you have the Mylar, you can make custom sized bags. Just use the iron. Yep. Let's see. Can you vacuum seal Mylar bags with a food saver? Um, I don't know. I know that they make Mylar bags that come with the little ring on the front that's specific for that. A lot of the ones I know that I've got some, they're actually resealable. So you put your items in, it's got that Ziploc sort of front that you would seal it. Then you put your hose to it, sucks out all the air. I know they make those because I have those. As far as the other one, I'm not entirely sure. I wouldn't see why you couldn't, but I have done this right here, the hair straightener. I've done that personally, so yeah. Randomly open a bag on, yeah, weevils are definitely a thing. Ask Mrs. Rural. She happened to pick up the one bag of flour that seems to have forgotten to get put in the freezer. And she opened that up, and she got to see what weevils are firsthand. So keep an eye out. Bass Pro Shop, they're talking about expanding lower cost items because hobby stuff isn't selling now like they used to. Very good tip. Excellent. We'll have to do that. Ooh, use bay leaves in my dry canning. Excellent. Thank you for that. Don't use the giant bags, only unseal what. Yep. Yeah, that's the whole reason why. Yeah. Oh, Texas is out. Good evening. Good night. Thank you for stopping in. Most delis sell their food grade buckets cheap. Yeah. And it's all going to be depend on where you live. Go make friends with these people. That's what networking and things like that's all about. You'd be surprised if you just walk in there and just get your foot in the door. You'd be surprised of the things that they will start giving you for free and you didn't even ask for. Just take that first step. Remember, they're not going to eat you. The worst that they can do is tell you no. So don't be afraid. Just walk up and ask. Use bay leaves and rice. 3 on the bottom, 3 on the top. No bugs. Have rice over 2 years now. Recently opened. No bugs. Excellent. Thank you. Walmart sells their food grade buckets either for $1 or $2. Good to know. Let's see. My Walmart does not have those prices. Walmart used to be my go-to and great prices. Now, not so much. Yeah, I trust me. I know exactly what you mean. You can throw the bay indoors and have an infinite number of bay leaves. There you go. Now I think about it, donut shops get buckets in. Yep. Yeah. Yeah. There's a ton. All you gotta do is be creative and just go ask. That's the only way you're going to find out. Remember, there is no dumb question. You're going to get a bunch of no's. You're going to get a bunch of weird looks, but eventually you will find one, and you'll be like, "Why didn't I do this sooner?" Let's see. Get a hand sifter to get those weevils out. My great grandma said, "Yep, yeah." I do both. I as soon as I get it and bring it home, the first thing I do is freeze it, and then once it's frozen, because that also gets the larvae and the eggs and different things like that, I pull it out, sift it, bag it, and there you go. So, oh, good night, Janice. Yep, yep. Trust me, I know. I've got a bunch of traveling for the next few days for training and different things, so I've got to be up extra early too. So I'm almost right behind you here in a few. So, all right. Well, we are at the end of everything. So I will give you guys another minute or two if you need to know anything, question, comment, concern, topic, whatever. Now is the time to furiously smash that keyboard and get it out now. Otherwise, you're just going to have to wait until next week. I'll be doing a bunch of things over the weekend. I'm going to try and make and edit a bunch of shorts. I think if I remember right, I've got videos made all the way until next Saturday to try and buy me some time so I can get everything on the house side all nice and done. It'll give me a chance to get caught up and things like that, and then we'll get right back into it. And I appreciate that right there. Thank you, Susan. So far, everything it's for the better. Everything's for the better. Closer, just all around, way better. So, yeah. Dun, dun, dun. I trust me. I will. Thank you, Miss Linda. Thank you. Thank you, Marcia. Thank you so much. Yep. I get the weevils. I can feed them their chickens. Yep. Yep. And I will. I will. I will probably check it. And I should have told Mrs. Roll. I had her go mail me something yesterday. I will probably check it on Friday. So I will be there. Miss that part. Best of luck. Thank you. Thank you, Miss Dana. Thank you so much. All right, so we are at the end of everything, and you guys are the absolute greatest. I love each and every one of you. This is the whole reason of coming here and just hanging out and fellowshipping and having all the fun that we always have. We do this every Wednesday, 1 hour. So if this was your first time here, I thank you so much for coming and spending a little bit of your time with me. Come back next time. Share this out with other people. You got a taste of it. This is what it is every single time. Sometimes I bring a guest on. Sometimes it's just me. Sometimes I have a bunch of things to talk about. Sometimes I just come on here and read a bunch of your comments and answer questions. So you guys are all on this. Let's see. Good night, sir. What else do we got? Somebody saying something. Oh, Weevil waffles. Okay, I see it. Excellent. All right, guys. That's everything that I have got for you for tonight. I hope you guys have an amazing and blessed night. I will see you guys in all the pre-made content that I have. And I will see you at the very minimum. We'll go live next Wednesday. I may do a pop-up or two. You never know. So you just have to be on your toes. You may just happen to see me. But with that, make sure that you stay tuned because there is definitely more information to come. And with that, I will say, please remember to remain united because we're all prepping in this together.